Let me just put this out there. If you're someone who goes into the bank in Nigeria, I used to freeze under AC, you need a sweater. I don't want to hear, that means because you are Ijebu or Alaroro. No. It happens to everybody. See, 3006 what? I'm buying this thing for what? Let me just give you one short story. Okay, are you ready for this? Welcome, beautiful people, to my beautiful channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Dami, and I hope that the content I bring on this channel would be informative and entertaining to you. Please make sure you watch to the end. And if you're a new subscriber or a new person here, you're just seeing my video for the first time, I'm honored to be able to bless you with my video. Welcome to this channel. Do not hesitate to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, and thank you so much, guys, for the interaction on my last video. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed. So I've been dishing out lots of videos regarding immigration, what you need to know, what you need to start doing. So I just thought to bring another twist to it, and these are the things you need to bring along with you when moving to another country or when coming to the United States. Like I always say, I'm sharing based on my experience, based on all the things that I experienced, and yeah, you could learn one or two things. Are you ready for this? The first thing, number one thing you need to bring along with you when leaving your country or when moving to another country is thick skin. You know why? You're moving to a new place, you're moving to a new terrain. Some things will happen to you, like just being in a new place and being alone sometimes can just break you down, turn you to a jelly. Like, you know the way the mind works now, it likes to dwell on the bad things. So you need a thick skin. You'll be staying with people you don't know before, or you've not stayed with in a while. You'll not be staying with your, well, for maybe some of you will be staying with your immediate family, but I'm referring to those that are living papa and mama in Nigeria and coming to a new country. You need to build like a thick skin. Like, some things will just happen, you just have to brush it off and say, okay, we're not dwelling on this. It's not even about the way people will treat you. It might be the slightest thing, because at this point you feel vulnerable, you feel alone, so anything can just make you feel very emotional, and you just start crying. If I tell you all the things I've cried for, I've cried because I did not see amala. I was so sad. Yeah, I cried because I had not eaten amala. If you know me, you know my love for amala. I cried. So yeah, you need a thick skin. That's like the number one thing. You're going to face on a world you've never experienced before. What else do you need than courage, ginger, and thick skin? Yeah. Number two, of course, you need your certificates or your documents. Don't leave anything at home, or your I-20, your transcript, your certificates, because you know how expensive it is to send documents and stuff from home back to this place. So make sure you have everything with you, even your immunization card or record. Like for me, I'm sure I had my immunization when I was young, but I didn't find it. Anyways, I was born in Niger State, so I don't know whether they could have found it or not. So I had to go get all those immunization again, and thankfully I brought the card here with me. And when I went to the health center, they had my record, but they didn't understand. So I had to now tell them, okay, this was what this place is saying, blah blah. And she was like, oh, okay, so you need, just bring all those documents. It's even the things you feel you don't, just bring them. Plus you'll be here. Why is the document staying back at home? You need them here, so bring as much as you think you would need. down here with you. The next thing, go and buy jeans. Now let me break it down. Most people wear trouser, even your professors are on trouser. Sometimes they wear gowns, but you know, trouser is like for girls and guys, like it's like the main attire in school, like trouser, shirts and stuff like that. So yeah, get your jeans. You know why? You don't want to come here and start buying jeans, you now see price tag $30, $25. If you're like me, and I'm sure all of you will experience this, I don't want to hear, that means because you are Ijebu or Alaroro. No. It happens to everybody. See, this my head is a calculator. When I go into a store, I already convert. My mom like, I'm buying this thing for what? So if you don't want to be like me, or you don't want to get into that shock of, hey, this small shirt $10, something that we buy 500 in Eco, just buy all your things here. So buy your jeans, buy your shirts, buy your sweater. Now as regards sweater, why I say sweater is, for example, if you're coming in summer is always hot. Let me put it that way. Americans like cold one way or the other. So for example, in winter, outside will be cold, inside will be hot. In summer, outside will be hot, inside will be cold. If you're someone like me, or let me just put this out there, if you're someone who goes into the bank in Nigeria, First Bank, Eco Bank, which bank did I go to that wanted to die? Diamond Bank, that is a small cubicle, and you used to freeze under AC, you need a sweater, you need like a jacket, because when you're inside, that's how much the AC will be. And don't far away, don't go and compare yourself. They'll be on sleeveless shorts. Summer they're all fashionable because that's like the weather that allows them to do all that. Don't go and compare yourself. Carry your jacket, it will be cold. Let me just give you one short story. When we're doing the first interaction between all the new students and the HOD. Now, you know, as per our meeting, I wore a gown and shoe. I was so cold. I was even managing it. You know, those cold that you'll be feeling it inside. Your body will do like this, like electric shock. That's how I was feeling, but I was still managing it. When it was time to serve refreshments, I went to look. Everything was inside ice. If you watched my video, which I'll link up here, if you watched my video, Americans like cold things. There was no hot thing. I had to walk up to a colleague. I said, I'm freezing here and I need tea. I just need something hot. Even the water from the dispenser is also cold. And you know the funny thing, it's even also cold in winter. So you need a sweater. Now don't now start saying, oh, you want to buy winter jackets from Nigeria to the US. It won't work. The winter in Nigeria is not quarter of what you experience. It's not even 1/10. So just get a normal jacket that will still keep you warm when you're inside buildings during the summer. So you want a jacket that you know you can wear inside and you know easily take off outside. So that's why I say sweater or jacket. I told you guys earlier in this video that I was crying because of food. My dad was like, when you get there, all the food that they are eating there, you should be able to eat it. Are people not going there and surviving? Why would you want to be taking food? I had withdrawal symptoms, my dear people. The day I made vegetable soup, efori roll, see the joy, guys. So this brings me to the point. If you know you're someone like me, if you like peppery food, and here there are actually spices and stuff, but the issue is you're a newcomer, you don't know your way around, you're a JJC, let me just put it that way. You need to, you know, settle and get your balance and have friends that will take you there, or you know, find your way. And before then, you must eat. So you might want to take some pepper, some dry fish, because you will need those. Take small things here and there that you will need. Let me give you guys one tip. Nigerian Postal Service, they're actually doing a good job. I have received packages a number of times from them, and Though it's not like DHL that you receive in like 5 days or a week, but it has never been up to a month. And I get my fish. The last time I also told them to put pepper soup spice for me and Cameroon pepper. So you can make use of that too. Tell people from home to package all this stuff they want to send you, or even maybe the day you are traveling down, if you already have an address, if you followed all the instruction I gave you in the last video, which I'll link here, and you got a place, and just give them the address, and Nipos will send it maybe like some days after or like a week after you've gotten here. So you can start cooking all the cookables you want to cook. You get, just think of all the things you love, so all the things you like, all the dry stuff. Let's say like crayfish. Me, I don't like crayfish, so I don't care much for it. So crayfish, dry fish, dry iru, dry pepper, atagigu, Cameroon pepper, all those things. Package it and send it down. The last thing which I feel I need to touch is when you're coming as a girl, make sure you know how you're going to navigate around when it comes to your hair. Get your wigs from Nigeria. Learn how to do all those things, because you don't want to go and be spending $150. Calculate it, $150 to do DD, to do all back. Get your wigs from Nigeria. Like, get a considerable amount, 10 weeks at least. You are covered for the next 10 months, or as you deem fit. And of course there are services here too that you can buy wigs from, but I've not had to buy any. Have I? Okay, just one. I've bought one wig, and it was because my auntie bought it and it was really nice, which I can recommend to you guys. And for guys too, you have to barb your hair. I have a friend here that barbs his hair himself. When he went to the store, they were telling him $80 and he calculated it 27,000, and he started barbing his hair. And truly, in fairness to God, it might not be the best haircut, but it's clean and nice enough. So make sure you know how to groom yourself, learn all those things, because you don't want to be spending so money here and there that are unnecessary. Then the last thing, personal effects like your spray, your roll-on. There are so many here, don't get me wrong. The only thing is, when you come, you need your stuffs. You can't just be running to the store. If you are lucky like me that had someone, I first went to my friend's place, so we first went round. It was easy. I got my cream that day because I didn't know that I was not supposed to put anything liquidy in my, is there any word like liquidy? Anyways, I've created the English liquidy, and I permit y'all to say liquidy, okay? So I didn't know that they didn't permit anything liquidy in your hand luggage. So when I got to that thing that screens, you saw it and they had to take it out. So yeah, have your personal effects, put them in your box, not in your hand luggage, so that when you come, you have to start looking for cream. And then, you know, this place is different from Nigeria. You already know what works for you in Nigeria. So if you now come here and you don't have those things, let's say for cream, or for someone whose skin is sensitive, you will be forced to use something that can make it worse. You know, you don't want that. So, you know, just have your stuff, your personal effects. Those are the things you bring, so that at least you have like a smooth sailing before you acclimatize, know what's hot on ground, check things, and you know, just find your feet, find your bearing. Yeah, I said I wanted this video to be light. I hope you all smiled at some point. Yeah, and I didn't say subscribe, but please subscribe. Please subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. See you in my next video. From me to you is peace out. Bye. I miss pounded yam. It's been ages since I ate pounded yam. It's been ages since I ate okra. I miss goat meat. Like, I miss goat meat. I don't know what I'm saying, but I miss goat meat.